Hello students, welcome to the session. I am Mr. M.H. Mota, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering. This session is on design of flash mixer. The outcome of this session. At the end of this session, you will be able to design the flash mixer for a water treatment plant, which is used to achieve the mixing of coagulant in raw water. So let's start understanding this from the basics of flash mixer. The main purpose of the flash mixing is to mix the chemicals with water. These chemicals are popularly known as flocculant. The flocculants are used to improve the settleability of a fine particle which are very difficult to settle otherwise, particularly the alum solution which is used as flocculant. Now the alum solution, as we are aware, is the most commonly used flocculant in water treatment. This figure indicates the flash mixing and flocculation. Flash mixing is rather the rapid mixing. On the other hand, flocculation is the slow mixing to achieve the agglomeration of the particles which needs to be settled. This figure indicates the flash mixer or the view of the flash mixer from the top of the unit. Now just try to understand the various design parameters used for this purpose. The first is detention time. Detention time is a time for which water is kept in the tank, or in other words, the time spent by a certain parcel of water in a certain unit to achieve the certain amount of purification. This is a very common term used in various designs of the water treatment plant units. Second is the temporal mean velocity gradient, or simply the mean velocity gradient. It is the rate of change of velocity per unit distance normal to a section. Generally, because of the rotation, the certain amount of the velocity gradient is achieved, which is helping for the mixing of the coagulant in a raw water. The unit for this is meter per second per meter, as it is a rate of change of velocity per unit distance. So velocity is measured in meter per second, while the distance is measured in meter. So ultimately, the final unit of measurement for this particular temporal mean velocity gradient is per second, which is popularly written as s raised to minus 1. Next is the impeller speed. It is a speed at which the propeller type impeller rotates. These rotated impellers are fixed with the blades which help us to rapidly mix the coagulant with raw water, which is helpful for achieving the sedimentation of fine particles. Then the power requirement. As we are aware, whatever mixing is achieved, it is achieved by the rotation of the certain shaft, and for that we need a certain amount of power. So the power requirement is amount of power consumed for the operation of slow mixer per unit volume per unit time. So it is measured in terms of watts per meter cube of water treated per hour. Next is the height to diameter ratio of the tank. It is the ratio of the overall physical dimensions of the tank. As we are aware that such kind of unit is circular in plan, and it has got a certain height and certain diameter. The ratio of this is called as a height to diameter ratio. It must be within a certain prescribed limits. Next is the impeller diameter to tank diameter. It is nothing but the ratio of the impeller diameter, which is measured from the end to end, from the tip of blade provided for the mixing to the overall diameter of the tank. Please understand that the impeller diameter is always lesser as it is provided in a tank, and this must again should have a certain prescribed ratio so that the appropriate mixing can be achieved. Next is the tangential velocity at the tip of blade. It is a velocity of blade at the tip while rotating with given RPM. As we increase the RPM, or RPM means a rotation per minute that has been achieved when a certain amount of power has been given as an input. So we need to achieve a certain velocity of blade so that the appropriate mixing can be achieved. So the detention period for the flash mixer should be in between 30 to 60 seconds. The detention time can be calculated by using a simple formula of volume of tank divided by the flow. It has a time, so its unit is generally seconds. Second is temporal mean velocity gradient. It should have within a range of 300 per second or more. It should not be less than the 300 per second. It is calculated by using a formula as G equals to under root P upon mu V, where the P is the power and mu is the absolute viscosity, which is measured in terms of Newton second per meter square. Next is impeller speed. For rapid mixing, the impeller should be rotated for a speed more than 100 rpm. Then the tangential velocity at the tip of blade. It should be in a range of 3 meter per second or more to achieve a rapid mixing. It can be calculated using a simple formula like tangential velocity equals to impeller speed, which is measured in terms of rpm, multiplied by the periphery or the distance travelled per rotation divided by 60. Please understand that this particular impeller speed is given in terms of rpm. So these are the rotations per minute. To convert it into seconds, the 60 has been introduced in the formula. So the tangential velocity is impeller speed multiplied by impeller periphery into 60. Then the height to diameter ratio of the tank, it should be in between 1:1 to 1:3. It means that the height of a certain tank should equals to diameter of a tank, or at max it can be the 3 times of the diameter of the tank. Next is the impeller diameter to tank diameter. It should be in a range of 0.2 to 0.4. It means that the impeller diameter should be 20 to 40% of the overall tank diameter. The power requirement is generally in a range of 1 to 3 watts per meter cube per hour, but this is the rough guideline. It can be even the lesser than this. The power requirement can be calculated by using a simple formula P equals to 0.5 into CD into rho into AP into VR cube, where CD is the coefficient of drag and it is equals to 1.8 for the flat blades. Rho is the density of water and which is around 1000 kg per meter cube. But please remember that density of a water is a function of temperature. As temperature changes, the density of water even changes. AP is the area of paddle or area of blades provided, and it is measured in meter square, while VR is the relative velocity, which is approximately equals to 0.75 times the tangential velocity. In last slide we have seen how to calculate a tangential velocity. Now let's try to understand all these things in terms of a certain design of flocculator. So design of flocculator for the design population of 1,50,000 and the design rate of supply is 150 LPCD. This is the common type of data which is available at an engineer at the time of design. So we can find out its solution. So step 1 is to calculate the flow. Flow can be calculated by multiplying the design population with the design rate of supply. So it will be 1.5 lakh multiplied by 150 LPCD, which is approximately 22,500 meter cube per day. Please do all these calculations while I am explaining this. It will be much helpful for you to understand the design with ease if you design it with me. We can convert its say units, and it will be even equivalent to 9,37,500 liters per hour or 0.260 meter cube per second. Now for designing, we need to do certain assumptions. We will assume that detention time is 50 seconds. I hope you remember that detention time of such unit should be in between 30 to 60 seconds. Then the temporal mean velocity gradient we will assume as 400 per second, which should be more than 300 per second. Impeller speed is assumed as 150 rpm. The height to diameter ratio for tank we will assume as 1:3. It means that height is 3 times the diameter of tank. Then the impeller diameter to tank diameter we will assume that ratio as 0.4. So the impeller diameter will be 0.4 multiplied by the diameter of tank. So the detention time equals to volume of tank upon flow. As we have assumed it as 60, Sixty equals to V upon 0.260, which is the flow. So it will give us the volume as 15.6 meter cube. Now we are aware that the volume equals to the area into height. By putting the above assumptions, we will get the diameter of this unit as 1.88 meter. So we will assume it as 1.9 meter, while height is 3 times it. So it will be 3 multiplied by 1.9, which will be 5.7 meter per meter. And overall volume of a tank for these dimensions will be 16.16 meter cube. Now the temporal mean velocity gradient equals to under root P upon mu V. Absolute viscosity for 20 degrees Celsius is in a range of 1.0087 into 10 raised to minus 3 Newton second per meter square. So assuming this, we can calculate the value of P by putting everything into the equation. So it will give us the value of P equals to 2608.09 watts. So which will be 161.392 watts per meter cube of the tank, and it will be 0.116 watt per meter cube per hour of the flow. The impeller diameter is 0.4 times the diameter of tank, so it will give us a value of 0.75. Tangential velocity can be calculated using the formula, and it will be 5.89 meter per second. And the relative velocity is 0.75 times the tangential velocity, so it will be 4.42 meter per second. Once again, I request you to do all the calculations. So we can calculate the area of paddle or blade using the power requirement. We already have calculated the power. So putting all these values into the equation, we will get the area of paddle as 0.03 meter square. So we'll assume that we are providing the 4 blades. So area of each blade will be 0.0075 meter square. And the dimensions for each blade will be 10 centimeter by 7.5 centimeter. So this is the whole design of a flocculator. So the summary of design: the diameter of tank will be 1.9 meter, height of tank will be 5.4, detention time 60 seconds, is typed by mistake 50 seconds, but it is 60 seconds. Temporal mean velocity gradient 400, power consumption 2608.09, impeller diameter 0.75 meter. We are providing 4 blades of size 10 centimeter by 7.5 centimeter, while the speed of rotation will be 150 rpm. So that's it for this session. Let's meet in next session to learn more. Thank you for your patience and learning.